They called him the Butcher of Plainfield. Some of Hollywood's most famous movie monsters and maniacs are based on one man, Ed Gein, or as he is better known, the Butcher of Plainfield. After a woman disappeared from the Wisconsin town Gein lived in, the horrific truth about what Ed Gein was hiding in his home would come out. Born in 1906, Gein was raised by a domineering and religious mother. Gein's mother taught him and his brother Henry that women were dirty and full of evil. The Gein family didn't reside in town. Instead, their house lay on the outskirts of the village because Gein's mom didn't want her sons to be corrupted by the filth of Plainview. Gein went to school but didn't have any friends as his mother's abuse socially and emotionally stunted him. His alcoholic father died in 1940, but Gein's mother left the most significant impact on his life. Unlike his brother Henry, Gein never stood up to his mother or talked back to her. It's believed Ed's first victim was his brother Henry. The brothers went out to a field to burn the vegetation, but soon the fire got out of control. After the firefighters put the fire out, no one could find Henry. They eventually did, and he was found face down in the grass, dead from asphyxiation. The coroner called Henry's death a tragic accident, but since Henry died in 1944, there has been speculation surrounding his death. After Henry died, it was just Gein and his mother until she died in 1945. Gein became her full-time healthcare aide and devoted every minute of his life to his mother. But after his mother's death, Gein was all alone in the world. He had lost his one true love. Living by himself now, Gein locked himself away in his isolated home. For 10 years, no one knew what Gein was doing inside his house by himself. But in 1957, the citizens of Plainfield would finally learn the truth after a local woman disappeared. In November 1957, Bernice Warden went missing from her hardware store. The last customer at the shop was Ed Gein, so they went to his home to see if he knew anything about where Bernice could be. When police officers walked through Gein's front door, they had no idea they were walking into a house of horrors. The police found Bernice immediately. She was hanging by her ankles from the rafters and decapitated. Bones littered the floor and pieces of furniture made from human skin decorated the home. In addition to Bernice, the remains of another missing woman were found in Gein's house. Gein admitted he stole most of the remains from local cemeteries. He wanted to create a woman's skin suit to become his mother. A jury found Gein not guilty because of insanity and sentenced him to a life in a mental institution. Although Gein admitted to only murdering 2 people, remains of more than 40 people were found in his house. Even though movie monsters like Hannibal Lecter, Leatherface, and Norman Bates are all based on Ed Gein, they aren't as terrifying as the real Butcher of Plainfield.